when a PI decides that they need to enter into a subrecipient or a contractor agreement, and they provide you the information, and sometimes they may request that it's a certain way, but in reality, the circumstances state that they should be a vendor or they should be, you know, a subrecipient. What is something that you might go back to them and ask in regard to that determination?
One of the first things that I feel like we've been doing lately is that we go to the website of the vendor. So whoever, if it's a university, then of course it's rare that that's a vendor. But if it's a private entity that we're dealing with, then we go to the website and we start looking to see what services they provide. And then after that, we compare it to the scope of work to see what services they are providing. And then once we make the determination whether or not if it's cut and clear that the work that they're doing belongs to their everyday activity as a business, then we let the PI know and their department know that this is based off what we researched, it's a vendor. If they come back and ask for justification or give us an argument for it not being a subaward, then at that point we kick it up and start having a discussion as to what the PI is telling us. Is it truly outside of the scope of what they do? So then at that point we start discussing it internally to see what we determine, if that is true or not.
So for instance, if they stated that they're going to be providing some type of documentation that might be used in a publication or something along those lines. So they may still be doing something that they would normally do as a vendor, but they're adding on these additional responsibilities. So that might be something that might change your determination?
Yeah, so typically it's the determination, especially if they have publications where they're co-presenting, depending on what services they're providing, right? Whether it's a university or a private entity that just provides goods and services. Typically, we don't see publication from a vendor or contractor in there. That then they would have more responsibilities than the norm, right? It's not part of their normal operating process or operations.
Right.
In that case, we tend to shift that decision to more of a subcontractor or a subrecipient.
Because that would in turn indicate that they are contributing to the scope of work in a more
more programmatic matter. Yeah.
Exactly, more programmatic matter. Okay. Okay.
We do see cases where we have received scopes of work that read more like a recharge.
Oh, okay.
And then those will tend to shift or at least investigate a little bit more with the other institution, right? We would tend to see those with other universities. And so our PIs may not be able to, they may be looking at it from just an institutional perspective and say, well, here, they're providing analysis through us, through their XYZ center. And so we'll say, well, wait a second, this is just recharge services, confirm it with the entity, and then push that on through our procurement office.